Welcome. Welcome to Stoneridge's first quarterly installment of our speaker series. Today's speakers are Mike Dordick. He's the president of McBee and Associates. They're a financial and clinical consulting firm. Brian Brunderman is also with us. He's a partner with Stoneridge Partners. He's our executive vice president. Tom Lillis is also a partner with our Stoneridge Consulting, Strategic Consulting Group. And myself, I'm a partner in the president of Stoneridge. Today we'll be doing a market update. We are going to be doing these, obviously this is called the Stoneridge Speaker Series. We're going to be doing this quarterly going forward, and we're excited to kick this off today. We will also be doing other relevant topics in between these quarterly market M&A updates. So as I stated before, these will be recorded on our website. So if you people who missed this, or if you want to listen to this going forward, it will be out there in a couple days. So we'll send out a blast, an email to the folks. So welcome to everybody. This webinar will focus on current valuation trends, deal flow, PDGM, COVID, and regulatory changes affecting home health, home care, hospice, and behavioral health, which are our verticals that we focus on here at Stoneridge. It's been very busy here, right? So our deal flow has continued to be strong. We've continued to close deals the last several weeks in all of our verticals, albeit with a lot of effort and a different deal pace. The shelter in place, as you can probably imagine, has created a lot of effort to get deals done, and has created a lot of problems with doing due diligence. So depending on each type of vertical and each type of transaction, valuations have changed a little bit, but valuations have stayed steady and actually are now starting to show some signs of bouncing back in certain verticals. The guys will dive more into these topics as they go forward. But it's been very interesting times, to say the least, and we're excited to start feeling like we're bouncing back. So let me first start by welcoming everybody, our participants and our guests, and wishing everybody that I hope everybody has stayed healthy through the last several weeks, and I'm just happy that everybody is here. This is obviously a webinar, but our process is a fireside chat, so it's a very casual process. I will be moderating, asking these three experts in their fields questions. It'll be a conversation. You all have the ability to chat with me and ask questions that I will ask them. I have a set of questions after their intros to go through, but if you have them, please get them. You'll see me write them down, and if time allows, we'll hopefully get through all of them. We have about 30 to 40 minutes of prepared comments and Q&A. And then we'll move right into your all's Q&A questions as well. And then obviously this is recorded. So without further ado, we'll go to introductions. So let's start with Mike first. Like I said, Mike is with McBee and Associates. Our relationship with them is they are an outside firm that provides due diligence to a lot of our, they provide the work to our clients, typically for the buyers looking at our clients on sell side transactions through the M&A process. Mike, how about introducing yourself? Tell us a little about your firm and some intro comments on the market.
Sure. Thanks, Rich. And I want to first of all, thank you and the Stoneridge team for having me join this session today. It should be an interesting dynamic. We are at a very unique time, and especially in the M&A space with stay-at-home orders and COVID, a little bit different than what we've seen in a market that was really, really strong. But by background, so my name is Mike Dordick. I'm the president of McBee. I also have a dual role. I'm also SVP of post-acute strategy for NetSmart, since McBee was acquired by NetSmart. I've been with McBee for 25 years and have spent more than 15 of that deep into the transactional M&A space. A couple of the key transactions, I mean, McBee's transactional work goes back to about more than 15 years, going back to when Gentiva bought Healthfield and had dealt with a lot of the Gentiva transactions, including Kindred and some of the other pieces that had taken place. I've also recently worked on the Amedisys AseraCare deal, which we saw recently get transacted during COVID, and the Asana deal. Worked heavily within Compass, with Alacare and Camellia, and also with BrightSpring, ResCare on the PharMerica and Advanced deals. We also have done, as a firm, do a lot of work on the sell side, preparing for transactions. We had done that work for Alacare before they went to market, for Bristol Hospice, and as well as many others, including AseraCare. So we do work both for these strategic parties as well as private equity. We are doing a number of projects with private equity firms looking to enter. So I'm happy to share my experience with the group today.
Thanks, Mike. Brian,
Sure. Brian Brunderman, I'm a partner here at Stoneridge. I've been with Stoneridge going up on better part of 10 years, helping people plan for and execute exit strategies. Prior to that, I spent most of my career in corporate development, buying the same types of companies I help sell now. So it is an interesting time. I'll echo Mike's comments, particularly as it relates to diligence and some of the interesting PPP loans, to everything from PPP loans to temporary rate relief increases. We're in uncharted territory for sure. We have seen a tremendous amount of ongoing deal flow, at least a surprising amount, but we're doing them in a different way than we have before. And that's determined, it's forcing buyers and sellers to work more collaboratively than they ever have previously. So thanks for having me. I'd see a lot of familiar names on there. Just so you guys know, I can't see when you fall asleep. So it's much better. For you, it's probably much better than when I talk to you in person. So I'll turn it over to Tom to introduce himself as well.
Thank you, Brian. Tom Lillis with Stoneridge Partners. I am the partner that runs the strategic consulting group. I'm the new kid on the block. Previous to being with Stoneridge, I actually worked with Mike in the executive leadership at McBee on 2 different chapters over 15 years. And previous to that, as my hairline will no doubt attest, a longer career, worked with HB Consulting and KPMG and other firms as well. To no surprise, I think, to anybody on this call, it's interesting market times we're seeing, and really by market segment, I know, Rich, we're going to get into different impacts in different market segments. That's been really interesting. Some markets, it's as if COVID didn't even happen, but the majority of them, we're seeing direct impact to COVID, and obviously we'll hope we can cover what folks can do to address that.